Like, I'm not going to always be handstanding on chairs. I was just making a juxtaposition between the Spurgfest that was happening versus what people were watching visually.
I mean,
it was art to them.
you don't
have to get it, okay? You don't have to
I don't
get
think
it.
a lot.
Ralph set your nipples on fire. I will have to take a pass on the nipple.
Hard pass.
At least it sounds like you considered it for a minute, though. Watching you light your nipples on fire, I don't want you to do that.
That hasn't happened. I mean, Warski doing it.
Warski's a fucking mess, dude. I have tried to talk to him directly. I spent a half hour on the phone with him yesterday. He's beyond saving. I don't know what his deal is.
No shit.
Oh, shit.
Is that your on the record quote? Jesus Christ.
I'll quote myself. I said, "You're Andy fucking Warski. Why the fuck are you talking to these retards? Who, you let these fucking low IQ fucking morons take over your show." And he says, yeah, that's what I want to hear. And then I see him live streaming 12 hours later doing the same goddamn shit. Like, whatever, dude.
Well, I'll put it maybe a little kinder. I don't think those people should be on the show.
I love Andy. I do. I consider him a friend, but why does he let these, like, the anime mafia and all these nobodies, like, just be on a show? And I see, like, clips of him doing headstands and shaving his head and all this shit. Like, god damn it, Andy.
But the thing about it that was actually the best part of that program, because, like, who cares? Some nobodies you never heard of, and they're arguing like, "This is you, Docs 2, and it's like nobody even knows who you are. Why? Like, what's going on?"
Oh, dude, Ralph, you're 100% right. I told him that on the phone. I said, "I swear to God, if I tune in your show
Andy
one more
in the
time."
chat. See, here's Andy in the chat. He said that was the
Get
point.
him in here.
Well, yeah, he's welcome to come on. Sure.
I don't ever want to tune into a live stream again and hear about doxing. The thing about Crowd, thing about what's her name, Rage After Storm. Jesus Christ! I mean, it's like 100 years ago in internet years.
Let me put this to you. He said that was the point. I was making fun of the situation. Yeah, it was. I think he was. Now, I understand what he's saying from a comedic standpoint. I know he took some heat, and Kraut's got a video. I mean, we laughed at it too, because it's crazy to see, but I think he's like the stand-in. So I guess from a comedic standpoint, you would say, okay, I'm doing a bit here. I'm the stand-in for everybody that's having to sit here and listen to that. You know what I mean? Like he's basically an avatar for the audience that's being tortured. You know what I mean? Like that's having to listen to this. So he starts going into that. I will say the music that he was playing was pretty funny. I mean, it was funny, but yeah. Right.
I didn't see any of it. All I can say is that I had no less than 10 people sending me clips of him like headstanding and whatever. I mean, maybe it was great entertainment, but it wasn't perceived that way. But he also, in Andy's defense, has a significant hate following. One of the largest I can talk about, that I can name.
But I will say also, he's in the green room. I'm about to bring him in. Also in his defense, I mean, I went through and I read the comments and I monitored the likes and stuff. I mean, it was fairly well received amongst his subscribers. So I mean, he's got that in his favor. I'll let him argue for himself. I know. I know Jim tweeted about it. And it went around, and people were, enemies of his were passing it around, like, he's lost it or whatever. I knew he was doing an act. I don't know. You can disagree about whether it was good or not, but let's. I mean, I thought it was funny. I was laughing while I was watching it. Don't get me wrong. All right, let's bring him on. Let's stop.
So he wins then, right? That means it was good.
I don't know about that one.
All right, let's bring him on. Andy Warski, you're live on the kill stream. How you doing, sir?
What up, guys? How you all doing?
What's up, man?
Chilling. Just burning my nipples.
All right. All right. By the way, I did talk about it last night. I wasn't even going to address it, but so many people were messaging me like, "Ralph, are you watching Andy? Why don't we stream snipe Andy? Please turn it on." They kept blowing up. We did end up stream sniping a little bit. Now the thing was, most of the funny parts that you did were already over by then, but we did stream snipe a little bit.
I got a little bit exhausted after I fell off my chair.
Yes, I did. I was watching that. Yes.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. What I was doing, because I'm just trying to like wrap up all the fucking gay ass drama and shit. So sort of trying to everyone just chill the fuck out. Let's relax here. And then like Tonka and Dio just started fucking yelling at each other terribly. Like I'm just like rolling my eyes like, oh my God. So then I'm like, how do I sit here and enjoy the situation and the audience? How do I entertain them? Why not throw on some Anya? fucking start, like waving my lighter around, and I just got into like the mood and the mode, and people were laughing at it. So I turned off the lights, I took off my shirt, did a handstand on my chair, which I've never done before. So I was impressed.
Wait a minute. You're saying you never did that before, ever?
Never.
Because I was watching, I was like, this must be some exercise. Like he's done this before, because like I mean, you did end up falling, but before you fell, like it was pretty spot on, I have to say.
Yeah, the first
Did you replace it? Did you fucking put those tiles back on your wall too?
Yeah, I just got a bunch of those little sticky things from the Canadian Tire, so I'm gonna have to stick everything back on because my wall is destroyed right now. It's not looking good right now. But yeah, my whole point with there, and Ralph, you said it already, was I was just fucking around. I was just having fun. And the funny thing is that no one in the call, except for I know Pop TV was watching the stream because I was like a big delay. He was watching it, and AG Luck were watching, but no one else knew that I had music playing or I was doing any of that stuff. So it was funny to like hear on the headphones them just going on. I think Dio or someone was like, well, the audience was laughing their fucking ass off while we were arguing, so they enjoyed it. And I'm like, no, they weren't laughing at you, dude. I was burning my nipple hairs off. And he's like, what? I'm like, yes, like that's what I was fucking doing. That's why people were enjoying it. So yeah, I was just trying to have fucking fun with it. I didn't give a fuck because it's just like people yelling at each other. Like, oh god, let's just move on.
Let me play devil's advocate. I'll let Quartering. Quartering was kind of harsh with his criticisms. Basically said, not basically, he just said you're a lost cause. He just said that live on the show.
Not what he said yesterday, piece of shit.
Oh, is that right? Quartering, do you have anything to say to that? Or I was gonna play devil's advocate, but I guess since you're here, you just said it. But
oh, sorry, I was pissing outside. I heard him though. I heard Andy. Yeah. I mean, I said, I told you you're fucking goddamn Andy Warski, and then you should, have some self-respect. And then I saw what was going on last night. Maybe it was framed incorrectly.
Well, think about this. When I was doing videos before, right? What was I doing? I was doing fucking crazy ass skits, pouring milk all over myself, having fun, doing this. Audience loved it. And last night was sort of like, I just had the goofy feeling in my fucking bones. Like, I'll just fuck around. Like, I'll just put on a show for the audience who doesn't want to hear a Spurgfest. And they were fucking loving it. So, yeah, a lot of people were DMing me like, well, some people did DM me, hey, is everything okay?
I got some messages like they're like, whoa, Andy's like, he's lost it, like what's going on? Now I mean, I knew you were fucking around, obviously.
I didn't, so that's the thing, like I didn't see the show live, and I got a bunch of clips, right? And people like, what the fuck is going on with Andy? And so I only saw like 30-second clips or a minute or two, and
let me ask this.
It was sad to see.
I laughed when I saw it, but I could see both sides. So some people are like, I don't know if you want to. I don't know. I knew what you were doing. Like I didn't sit there and say Andy's lost his mind or whatever. I knew what you were doing. Remember now? I think it was Styx versus Richard Spencer. Maybe was that? Yeah. So actually, I don't see why you couldn't still set something like that up.
Exactly. I spoke to Richard Spencer already for next week. So I still am going to plan interviews and that type of stuff as well. I just like sincerely want to get the fuck away from all the fucking drama because it's boring and gay. Being upset yesterday, like why is people taking this like seriously? Like I don't get it. Like it's obviously me fucking around and just being an idiot. And then I saw some of the screenshots and some of the replays on Twitter, and I'm like, yeah, this looks pretty bad. Because I just shaved my head too, so it just looks like I just fell off the fucking deep end.
Yeah, and actually I saw some comments like shaved his head, like what's going on, and I mean it is kind of like, especially if you haven't seen you for a while.
Yeah, maybe Andy, I'm fully willing to accept that you're playing fourth dimensional chess, and I just don't get it. Like it's possible, It
was sort of just like because like with me and a few others, it's just been constant drama for so long that I felt like yesterday was sort of like making fun of the entire people yelling at each other.
Let me ask you, for the record, I'm going to be honest, I didn't watch the makeup stream or whatever. The last time I saw it, Tonka was trashing you, and I saw you guys whatever got on the same page, but excuse me, I didn't see exactly how that happened. I guess if you could just boil that down to 2 or 3 sentences, maybe.
Well, simply put, is me and him have obviously had our differences and arguments. Yes. Yeah, all that fucking bullshit. But after one stream, someone who I really respect DM'd me because I've just been getting like yelled at and this and like that after doing Purple Dragon streams, but I never really had full context of the situation because people were just fucking yelling at me, right? Yeah. And then someone I respected, I talked to, and he showed me some screenshots of certain people who were like hanging around, who were doing some really fucked up shit, right? So then I reached out to Failure and Tonka and went on Vamp stream to be like, hey, look, like aside from all our differences, I wasn't like, I'm pissed off at Tonka, therefore let's have people who've doxed him on, that wasn't my intention, because no one's coming onto my show and doxing anyone, right? So now I'm obviously being more observant, because I've been trying to just like focus on myself, I hit up the gym, hanging out with friends and family and all that, so I'm not aware, like I don't do background checks on everyone I drag it onto my show. You know what I mean? So it was sort of me just conceding certain points. So yeah, me and him are on good terms right now. And plus I'm like, I don't hold a grudge. Like it's just, yeah, we did fucking disagree on stuff. What, we're gonna have a fucking war every 5 seconds? It's fucking exhausting. It's exhausting.
You shouldn't let any of these fucking retards on your show. These fucking losers are just leeching off you, dude. I mean, they are bringing their spurgery that didn't have any audience at all, and they're turning you into a joke, and I don't like to see that.
Yeah, no, I hear you, and now it's just moving on, and I am working with Chris right now on making some videos and shit.
Oh, you are? Okay, that's good. I meant to ask you
2 weeks. Yeah, we're gonna do remember like that skit when I came back the first time.
That was hilarious, by the way. That was the best.
So yeah, we're gonna be doing shit like that. I've already been writing scripts and all that stuff, and we're starting shooting next week, and hopefully pumping out about 2 a week, maybe like on a Monday and on a Friday, and get back into the creativity,
because that is one thing I've seen from your subs. They're like, God, just even if you keep doing the streams, but I'm sure you plan on doing, put some videos out too, you know what I mean, to kind of break the cycle or whatever.
Yeah, and I fucking miss. I honestly, when I started writing some scripts and shit, and Chris and I were spitballing with some of our friends, and it's just all the fucking funny ass ideas started just flowing, and I'm like, I fucking miss this. This is great. So yeah, so that will be coming out hopefully in a few weeks.